How do unclear laws lead to odd enforcement? Have you ever wondered how some laws can seem so strange that they make you chuckle? Well, unclear laws can lead to some truly odd enforcement situations. When laws are not clearly written, it creates confusion about what is actually allowed or prohibited. This confusion can lead to unusual or inconsistent enforcement by law enforcement officers and courts. At the heart of the matter, laws are meant to regulate behavior. However, if the wording is vague or outdated, officials have to interpret what the law means without clear guidance. This is where interpretation gaffes come into play. Sometimes, the way a law is applied can stray from common sense or what society currently accepts. For instance, some laws were created decades ago and reflected the social or economic conditions of that time. Yet, they remain on the books without updates. This can lead to enforcement quirks, like the time in Connecticut when officials fined sellers for pickles that didn't bounce. Yes, you heard that right. According to the law, a pickle must bounce to be considered legitimate. Another example comes from Delaware, where there is a law banning the sale of dog hair. This law might have targeted a specific practice in the past, but today it sounds odd and raises questions about how it is enforced. Then there is Florida, where a law requires parking fees for animals like elephants or camels. This law originated from circus regulations, but it seems downright bizarre when taken literally today. The process of law enforcement relies heavily on interpretation. When laws are unclear, officers may depend on their personal judgment or local customs, which can vary widely. This variability can make some laws appear wacky or arbitrary, especially when applied to unusual situations or outdated scenarios. Consider some practical examples of how unclear laws lead to odd enforcement. In Texas, there is a law against children having unusual haircuts. This can be quite subjective and lead to arbitrary enforcement. In California, there is a ban on riding a bicycle in a swimming pool. It may sound harmless, but the vague wording makes it a prohibited behavior. Then there is South Dakota, where sleeping in cheese factories is banned. While this law may have originated for safety reasons, it sounds humorous today. In short, unclear laws can create room for interpretation errors and enforcement quirks. When laws are outdated or poorly worded, they can lead to some of the weirdest and wackiest state laws being enforced in ways that surprise or amuse the public. This highlights the importance of having clear legal language and the need for periodic reviews of laws to keep them relevant.